This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. I'm going to show you videos and pictures of Aveiro, Portugal, as I discuss why I believe it's a desirable place to consider visiting and possibly even to retire. But don't write anything down as you listen. Everything I say is in writing at Vagabond Buddha with Google Map links. Just click the link in the notes below this YouTube video to get Retire in Aveiro, Portugal. Aveiro Livability Factors, Aveiro Cost of Living, Best Area to Stay, Best Tours, a walking tour, video and map, nightlife, bar hopping tour, and digital nomads in Aveiro, best food, experiences, etc. And finally, Aveiro facts and history. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. This is my Aveiro guide. Aveiro is a must-see destination while you are traveling through Portugal. We decided to spend 3 days here between our stays in Coimbra and Porto, Portugal. We're traveling around Portugal for about 40 days. We allocated 3 of those days, as I said, here in Aveiro because it's a smaller town. But if you're on the hunt for a best place to retire in Portugal, you should consider Aveiro if you love smaller oceanside towns. It's a gorgeous, well-manicured oceanside community with interesting cultural heritage. Grab a free copy of my ebook if you're curious about what it takes to fire your boss and start living all over the world. I've been traveling around the world since 2007, 65 countries so far. Click the subscribe button if you'd like to see where we go next. Okay, Aveiro Livability Factors. As I travel around the world, I have noticed certain things that seem to make me love a place. I call the things that make me love a place my livability factors. I rate each factor high, medium, or low desirability. I then aggregate those and add my overall feelings about a place, and then give the place a high, medium, or low desirability to live or retire cheap. When I'm leaving a country, after ranking several destinations within that country, I order the high desirability locations first, second, third. Then once a year or so, I order the best places in the world to live or retire cheap. Here are my thoughts on Aveiro. Walkability high. Everything interesting is 10 minutes or less on foot from the city center, from the historical center. Internet high. The internet does really well here, even for HD video uploads, no problems. Okay, food low. There's not much diversity in international food choices here. Not a problem if you're here for a few days or a week or whatever looking for regional food experiences, but it is a problem for you for sure if you're here for extended periods and you're looking to go out and have an international experience. Then it's a concern. Weather, medium. August is the warmest month with an average high of 75 Fahrenheit, and it cools down at night to an average low of 59 Fahrenheit. The moderate temperature and cool breezes from the Atlantic Ocean often mean you will not need AC. January is the coldest month with an average low at night of 42 Fahrenheit, but it warms up in the day to about 58 Fahrenheit. The rainy season is November through February, when it rains 10 plus days per month on average. I recognize that some people would call this weather highly desirable, but I prefer warmer weather in both winter and summer. Okay, things to do, medium. The city mainly focuses on tourism, so that limits somewhat, but you're on the ocean and only about an hour from Porto, so I'm calling it medium. Social considerations, medium. It's fine for long weekends, but a little sleepy for my taste as a place to live as a base or to live for more than a few weeks or whatever. Okay, expat penetration, I would say low overall. There was some expat presence because of the university, but overall it's pretty low. Okay, real estate, medium. We did not investigate the cost for buying an apartment while we were here. We did see a one-bedroom apartment posted in a real estate office for about 150,000 euros, which was in a great location. Aveiro desirability score overall, I would say, is medium. I could definitely live in Portugal, but Aveiro feels more like a weekend getaway than a home base. Subscribe to Vagabond Buddha or our YouTube channel to find out where we go next. I've been to 65 countries so far. Happy to tell you about all of them. I started in 2007. Here's my old travel blog if you'd like to see, and then of course here at Vagabond Buddha. Aveiro cost of living. The table is my compilation of my own search and experience while I was in Aveiro. I have no plans to adjust these numbers for inflation, so they become less valuable over time, but there's a link provided here to Numbeo to make adjustments to my numbers once some time has passed. Okay, including transportation and food, local transportation, arriving, not flying here, but once you're on the ground here, food, and you should range somewhere for one person around 1,200 per month to 1,600 per month. The numbers for one person do not include alcohol, tours, or extra. I do not guarantee these prices for anyone, and there's a link explaining how the table works, and there's a table on the webpage you can click and look at how we got to these numbers. A one-bedroom apartment, including a 12-month lease, is guesstimated at around $650 US, which is $70 per month. Add 70 for utilities, which comes out to about 25 per night. We do not recommend buying until you are positive you will stay for at least 5 years because of the transaction costs of buying and selling. Better to just rent. Please book using our links to recommended flights, tours, or accommodations. You'll pay nothing extra, but we'll earn a small commission. Your kindness will encourage us to keep making these travel guides, maps, and videos and providing them to you for free. Best area to stay in Aveiro. I provided a map here with a circle on it. This is where you're going to want to stay if possible. It's a small, charming city with everything walkable. Stay inside the area I have marked in red if possible. It's not a danger to be outside the area, but everything will be close. It'll be more fun for you. The following recommendations go from most to least expensive in terms of where to stay. Links provided. Then I tell you where we stayed. This is one of the highest rated luxury hotels at the exact best spot in the city. Link provided. There's another link here. Is a really nice place just a few blocks from this luxury hotel, depending on your budget, and then even a cheaper place. Check out the ratings on this place. And then there's also a hostel with a great rating. All of that provided on the webpage. We stayed in this Airbnb in a house in the above red zone with a private room and private bathroom. Plus we had kitchen privileges. The location was perfect and the Wi-Fi was great. If you're new to Airbnb, there's a code here that you can use to get a big discount. If you're enjoying this, could you please like it, share it, comment below, or subscribe? That will rank us higher in search engines so we can keep making these travel videos. Okay, Aveiro best tours. Guided tours first. If you want to take a one-day guided tour, say from Porto, that visits Aveiro and includes the gondolas along the channel, then there's a good choice for that provided here. There's also a bunch of other tours that are available, links provided. And there's a second tour company we also recommend. And so there are links to all of those. In terms of self-guided tours, I'm providing my Aveiro Old Town walking tour. There's a video here. You just click the link below this YouTube video. You can watch my walking tour, and if it looks fun, I provided a map for you. You just click it on your smartphone and start walking. And so that's all on the web page. I won't go into that tour now because I'm talking right now about this subject of Aveiro, but it's on, just click the link below this YouTube video and the notes below this video if you want to watch that tour. Okay, there's also a Lighthouse Beach tour from Aveiro available. There's a map here. Just catch the bus at the link provided at a spot. Once the bus pulls away, click the interactive Google map on your smartphone. When the blue dot where you are reaches the first stop on the map, just jump out of the bus and start walking and taking pictures. The bus costs 2.5 euros. Jump back on the bus when you're ready to go back to Aveiro. It's not that far from Aveiro, but the bus is cheap and easy, and so I'm recommending that to get to the beach and the lighthouse tour. Okay, Aveiro nightlife bar hopping tour, walking tour. There's a map here and a start spot. This is a small town, so the nightlife is usually sleepy. Start at the Praca de Peixe, link provided, and walk around listening for music that you enjoy. There's a link here to a map to get started. Let us know if you think any places should be added to the nightlife bar hopping tour. Okay, now go have fun. Okay, digital nomads in Aveiro, food experiences, etc. There's a video here you can watch. We were in Aveiro for 3 days. We just walked from our Airbnb room, or we worked in our Airbnb room when it was raining. When the rain stopped, we were exploring Aveiro. We were close in, so everything's great. Our Airbnb host suggested 2 authentic local restaurants. They will give you great local flavors at really great local prices. We recommend both to you. Links provided here on the webpage. The pastries we had in the above digital nomad video, link provided is also on the webpage. Okay, Vagabond Buddha's Kitchen. We cooked most of our meals at home in our Airbnb. We kept buying food at this grocery store, great prices, good quality. We are eating high quality meals for about 2 euros per person per meal. So it was pretty cheap to be there because of the grocery store prices and because our Airbnb had a kitchen we could cook in. Aveiro Facts and History. There's a link, there's a map here to show you where Aveiro is. It's a Google map, and then some interesting facts here from Wikipedia. I'm in Aveiro now as we talk about this. Aveiro has about 80,000 people living inside the city limits, with about 120,000 if you include the surrounding metropolitan area. Aveiro is the second largest city in central Portugal. Coimbra is the largest, where we were last week. The Moors held Aveiro until about the 11th century. Princess Saint Joanna, daughter of King Afonso V, lived here in Aveiro. That's its claim to fame, at a convent, the Convent of Jesus, until her death in about 1490. She donated her fortunes to the convent. Her wealth is on display at the convent in the form of religious art, and her presence also elevated the level of attention and development paid to the town by her father and subsequent monarchs, and of course the court. By the 15th century, there was a great wall erected around the city, indicating its prominence in Portuguese society. In the 16th century, a great storm closed access to sailing ships to the Atlantic Ocean, which reduced the town's commercial significance. The completion of the canals that you'll see us on in the digital nomad video and the walking tour allowed Aveiro's economic expansion to begin again, and the employment rate has remained low since that time, around 1808, based upon the university, commerce, tourism, and transportation. Okay, thanks for watching our video. Contact us if you'd like to collaborate on social media. I started living internationally about 11 years ago. If you'd like to learn how to make money online or how to live internationally, possibly with less money than you spend at home, please subscribe to Vagabond Buddha, our YouTube channel, or get a free copy of my ebook. If you're interested in the subject of present moment awareness, new videos on that subject are now being posted at another YouTube channel, link provided. It's called Present with Vagabond Buddha YouTube channel. The older videos on Vagabond Buddha on this subject are on the Presence playlists. If you go to YouTube, Vagabond Buddha, and click the Presence playlist, or click Presence tab above on Vagabond Buddha to watch those videos, the older ones. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. Thank you for stopping by. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner?